Okay, I am giving my a review onto Phantastes. I'm almost done with it, but I wanted to just do a quick little review on this copy. So the reason I got this on Amazon and I like this copy, I was having a hard time finding copies of this book. This is one of George's MacDonald. Is this his first book? I'm not sure, but you can't really find it unless you get free on Project Gutenberg, or if somebody else creates their own version. Maybe, I'm not sure, but there's tons of, they're classics, but there's tons of versions of Princess and the Goblin, Princess and Curdy, those books, Lilith. But this one, Phantastes, is kind of hard to find. And so I found this one, and the reason I wanted to review the cover, because this version has an introduction by C.S. Lewis. And if you, fun fact, C.S. Lewis was inspired by by a certain group of authors that were very fantastical. And this is, George MacDonald was pretty much one of the first to have that fantastical fairyland world. In that he was inspired by the Fairy Queen, Edmund Spenser. Don't quote me, but I think so. In any case, so he was inspired, he and Tolkien were inspired by Phantastes, this book. And I actually kind of see a little bit of I can see where Narnia comes from. I can see certain themes. And I think C.S. Lewis, don't quote me, but I think he said, I pretty much just copied George MacDonald. So if you're a C.S. Lewis fan, a Narnia fan, I recommend, and you're either high schooler or an adult, I recommend reading Phantastes. But take your time. I've seen other people give reviews off of this book, or just said, I've given up, I don't get it, I don't understand it. Books, not all books are meant to just be read quickly. They're meant to be digested. Take a little at a time. I am a busy mom, homeschool mom. I'm pre-reading other books, but I need one book that's going to be just for me. And so this one is, let's see, it kind of goes, I annotate. So I annotate, get a pencil, annotate your books. This one is cool because let me go to one where I didn't annotate it. The chapters flow through. So it's not going to stop and then you have to flip over. It flows through. So you're kind of tempted to just keep going. But I read at night with a little night lamp while I'm nursing my daughter. So that's how I get to reading these books. And because I'm not rushing through it, I have a day or two to kind of think about, what did I just read? Oh my gosh, that reminds me of, The Legend of Zelda. That reminds me, you see the people getting inspired by this book. That reminds me, oh my gosh, that totally reminds me of a baptism or whatever. So, Phantastes, take your time with it, enjoy it. This version I like because the artwork reminds me of those 80s movies, the 80s books where they drew out the posters. They hand-drawn, hand-painted. So, this is a must-have for anyone who wants to get into what inspired C.S. Lewis, what inspired Narnia, what inspired Lord of the Rings. What are these things who are the authors? Get into George MacDonald Phantastes. Don't give up on it. Take your time with it. Talk to someone about it. Talk to me about it. I'm on Goodreads or whatever. It's amazing. So you gotta get it.